Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you're watching this in the world. My name is EQ, aka the Certified Gem Hunter, and welcome to the Stonkaholic Space Station. Now today we're going to be going over Celer Network. Shout out to Crypto Husar for bringing this to my attention, and thank you so much for joining our Discord group. If you want to chat it up with him or any other amazing traders and influencers, make sure to go check out our Crypto Accelerator program and our free Discord. And before we get into this video, if you could throw a like on the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's get the intro rolling. So Celer Network, or CELR, is the ticker, is currently ranked 147th on CoinMarketCap. We're sitting at 7 cents, a little bit over 7 cents, with a $458.9 million market cap. You have a max supply of 10 billion, so it's finitely deflationary. There's currently 6 billion in circulation, so that's 61% of the max and total supply. Now, the main reason why I wanted to talk about this project specifically is this is one of the ones that I love to look for, projects that don't really have marketing teams and are focused on getting that venture capital money and proving that they have a project that works over flooding the market with marketing and stuff like that, like a Sheep, for example. Now, now, I'm not discrediting Sheep by any way, because now Sheep has a lot of solid projects, but Sheep just went the opposite direction, where they went really heavy on the marketing, and then they started building the actual project and the utility after that. Now, this project did the opposite way. They have a ton of money, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Now, Celer is looking to push blockchain mainstream with layer 2 scaling technology. It's fast, secure, low cost, interoperable. It's a layer 2 scaling bridge that offers low cost applications on Ethereum, Polkadot, and other blockchains to mass adoption. They launched the first generalized state channel network, and they're going to continue to push the frontier of layer 2 scaling with advanced roll-up technology. Their core applications and middlewares like C-Bridge, Layer 2 Finance, and more ecosystem applications built on Celer have attracted more larger audiences in DeFi, blockchain interoperability, and gaming space. AKA, they want to be something similar to an AVAX, where they can become a developer's wet dream as well, where people will want to come and tech teams and dev teams will want to come and build on the Celer network. Now, Layer 2 Finance tackles the two largest challenges preventing DeFi from reaching mass adoption, which would be the extraordinarily high transaction fees and being very difficult to navigate and use. C-Bridge is going to be their multi-chain network that enables instant, low cost, and any-to-any value transfers within and across Ethereum Layer 2s, Ethereum main chain, and in the future they're also going to be working with other Layer 1s and Layer 2s on top of those Layer 1 chains, so like a Matic and a Mina and stuff like that. And for your dev teams, Celer is open source, so it contains a full set of SDKs for developers to build fast and low-cost applications for DeFi, gaming, etc. Now, this selected partners list is one of the first things that got my attention. You have Polkadot, Anchor, Dfinity, Chainlink, Wire, Maker, Nervos. These are a lot of projects that I've already talked about and that I'm a big fan of going forward and moving into the long term, because I'm not looking at this as a yearly game. I'm looking at a lot of these projects as 10, 20, 50-year plays. So seeing a team of selected partners and projects that are already well known within crypto, some of them even being top 10 projects, it gives you a lot of credibility when you're under a $1 billion market cap. And keep in mind, this is a little bit over 400 million, so there's a lot of room to grow. Even getting a $2 billion market cap on this is a 4x move. And 2x is not going to be much for a project that's aiming high like this and has partners like this. And as we're going to see from their about us and their team, it's stacked. Highly regarded computer scientists, not only with the achievements in academia from MIT, UC Berkeley, Princeton, and UIUC, but also with a track record of leadership in building large-scale consumer enterprise software such as GoogleFi, B4, TensorFlow, Quick, Veriflow, and Intel DPTK. Here are their co-founders. Their team is docs, easy to see. You can go through their LinkedIns and learn more about them. These guys are very smart. Their advisors are great. They have a lot of background knowledge. And what we're going to see next is the really big thing that I wanted to talk about, which is their strategic partners. Now we see a lot of projects that do have, let's say, 4, 5, 6 different strategic partners, especially capital companies. But when you see a project like this that has this many venture capitalists already investing in it, this is absurd. There's a lot of money that's flowing into this right now, and they just haven't put any marketing into it yet. So it's something like a live peer. If you watch my live peer video, it's going to be something very similar to that, where they're just building it out, getting all their venture capital money, and then this thing is just going to absolutely explode. Now you have Pantera, FBG, Arrington XRP, you have Fenbush, Signum. Pretty much every single big capital fund company is on this list. QuarkChain, So it's absolutely absurd, and this was the main thing that when I saw this, I'm like, yep, this is something that I'm definitely gonna have to talk about, and that I'm gonna have to buy. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. You're gonna have to do your own research and do your own diligence. But me personally, this was just something that I found very intriguing, so I wanted to get on here and just talk about it. We're gonna take a quick look at the technology before we get into the audits. Now, by combining state channel and layer 2 rollup together, Celer serves as a platform to cater a diverse set of applications such as micropayment, DeFi gaming, and more. It's a true layer 2 platform where the eventual security of the system is only relying on the layer 1 blockchain security. Celer State Guardian Network is a decentralized and general purpose watchtower layer to support optimal user experience and added security for both state channel and rollup components. Now, your state channel offers instant transaction settlement, real-time interaction, and frictionless bridge of multi-chain and multi-assets, clean abstraction, high performance, flexible upgradability, so on and so forth. You have the C route, which is the conditional value routing across the networks, and then you have the C channel, which is going to be the foundational layer. It's a fast state and value transfer with generic and arbitrary conditional dependency on layer 2 and layer 1 stats. It supports fast state and value transfer with generic and arbitrary conditional dependency on layer 2 and layer 1 states. Now you have these ZK rollups or the Celer rollups, which are going to make the gas fees a lot lower, which is what we're learning from Ethereum because they're starting to roll out their ZK rollups. And then there's other companies like Polygon Matic. That's why they just bought Mirror Protocol, because Mirror is a ZK rollup. So they're being bought up very fast at this moment. Now it scales up layer 1 blockchain by acting as a separate and faster chain with a stronger tie to the layer 1 blockchain to draw security power from the layer 1 blockchain. So the rollups are suitable to solve the scalability challenge on L1 for a wide range of application scenarios with an initial focus on DeFi applications. Layer 2 finance scales up existing DeFi protocol with no protocol mitigation. Layer 2 finance scales up existing DeFi protocol with no protocol migration needed, no liquidity segregation, and one-stop shop user experience. And the State Guardian Network is going to offer instant transaction settlement, real-time interaction, frictionless bridging of multi-chain and multi-layer assets. This is really going to be the foundation, the heart and soul of Celer. Now looking into the 21-22 roadmap, we are getting towards the end now. The Layer 2 Finance version 2 coming out, which we're going to talk about in the security audit. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with this project going into 2022. Now, the first audit I do want to look at was the slow miss audit. This one was a medium risk. Keep in mind that this was released 4/16, so April 16th. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up first is because if you go to their CERTIC audits, you can see that they've been getting their audits done since 2019, but they had their most recent V2 version done on June 1st of this year, so a little bit after this last audit. This one scored a 95 and is currently ranked 15th on the CERTIC safety scoreboard. So this is amazing to see. This project is already ranking in the top 20, and everything is transparent here as well. You can see the parts that were weak, like the governance and autonomy. It's based on the checking and tracking of privilege movements, and they're going to give you all these scores, but once they work on their governance and autonomy, this project is probably going to get up to a 96, 97 score and get into the top 10. So this is definitely a project to keep an eye out on. Now, the reason why we're talking about this now as well, looking at the chart, especially on the daily, we dropped under the 7860 Fibonacci, but we are holding very strong and got our buy signal confirmed. We are making a strong push up, which is exactly what I want to see. Now, really what I'm waiting for is volume to start coming in. Now, we're still in the golden pocket, so anything here is a great DCA opportunity. And now price is currently sitting in the golden pocket, which for me personally is going to be a great DCA buying opportunity. Really, realistically, and I was buying under here as well. So this is making a strong move. Great to see. Ideally, I'm waiting for this volume to come in. You have your fast stochastic finally took a big move. Your RSI is slowly following up, looking to retest this major resistance and breaking back into the bullish trend. Your slow stochastic has plenty of room to grow because you're still in the oversold area. Your VFI is holding very bullish, as well as the MACD has plenty of room to grow. We pulled all the way down. We are heavily oversold on the MACD and the slow stochastic. Based on this Fibonacci, which is a daily, this can take weeks to months to fulfill. But at true fulfillment, once we get to the all-time high retest and kind of shake down and then come back up, we can potentially push all the way up to the 34-cent range based on the tsunami theory and the tsunami effect. If you want to learn more about that, make sure to come join our premium accelerator program and our Discord group. So we're looking for a real nice move here, all the way up to around 34 cents. Keep in mind this is going to happen tomorrow or the next day. This is a long-term play. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on Celer, and long-term we are looking very bullish on this project. And this is going to wrap up our video on Celer as well. If you didn't get a chance to already, make sure to throw a like on this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, go check out our accelerator program. Hopefully you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and we'll catch you on the next one.